What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with another J-drama score reaction, and we're returning to the soundtrack for Okitegami Kyoko's Memorandum from 2015, the first J-drama I did a watch-along for over on Patreon now over a year, like a year and a half ago, and shout out to both Michaela and Kim who went through the full thing, and Dawn or anybody else who may check it out over time. And as I've mentioned in previous reactions to the soundtrack, there's two composers on the show. This particular tune is done by Sasano Megumi, and it translates to Forgetful Detective. And if you've seen the show, you'll know that Okitegami Kyoko, one of the two main characters of the show, is a brilliant and eccentric detective who unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, it depends on what dimension you look at the situation from, and Kyoko's opinion on the matter maybe fluctuates over the course of the show, but she's stricken with a mental condition such that she loses daily memories once she sleeps. Now, she still has memories from before this incident, which is hinted at or discussed in a few cases over the duration of the series. But yes, once that incident occurred, forever after that, she can remember anything in a waking day, but once she sleeps, anything she's accumulated during that time is erased from her memory or does not carry over to her next waking day. So that creates a number of challenges if you are a detective, right? You can only work on a case more or less in a single day. Now, as you find out, she writes notes to herself on her body, on her arm, on her leg, as you can see in the cover here, and that helps her get a sense of what to expect upon waking up. She can quickly acclimatize to her life and her current situation, but it is more or less impossible for her to work on cases that take more than a waking day. And so the phrase Forgetful Detective is, of course, descriptive of Okitegami Kyoko herself. As for the piece, it's another one that blends some different flavors. It's got accordion, so it has a bit of that we're on a gondola somewhere, and there's a bit of a mystique to the tune. It also has some guitar. It has, I think, what is it? There's another instrument that I'm blanking on in the moment. I think it's piano. Yeah, I think there's a piano in there. Indeed, there not only is there a piano, but the piano plays a particularly prominent role in a couple of sections. So yes, it's a multi-instrument and dynamic atmospheric piece, which suggests all the quirkiness, but also the cleverness and thoughtfulness of Okitegami Kyoko. So let's give it a listen. This is from the Okitegami Kyoko's Memorandum soundtrack 2015, a tune by Sasano Megumi, and it translates to, which I say because the score is written entirely in kanji. There might be one or two exceptions that are written in English. No, they're all in kanji. So yes, this one translates to Forgetful Detective. Wonderful, and more dynamic instrumentally than I remembered, meaning there's some strings in there, violins, there might even be a mandolin in there. It definitely has a very evolving sonic construction, and definitely some castanets in there. Indeed, not only does it remind me a bit in parts of a canal in Venice, but then it goes to like the hills of Spain, so yeah, it definitely has some different flavors along the way. But of course, if you've seen the show, it's hard not to think about Okitegami Kyoko, say that 3 times fast, walking around a crime scene, looking at things in an odd but, as it turns out, incisive way, asking questions, including those that might make the perpetrator pretending they've done nothing wrong uncomfortable. And it is, of course, very reminiscent or nostalgic if you've seen the show, meaning it just evokes different scenes with not only Okitegami Kyoko, but also Yakusuke, the other main character, played excellently by Okada Masaki, who is a fantastic actor who's been in a number of shows that I'm very fond of, but that was maybe my favorite role of his overall. It's really hard to pick. He's great in everything, but yeah, I really love him in that show, and I love the two of them together. So, as I said, I've reacted to this soundtrack maybe like 10, 12 times already, so there's a lot of other tunes in the J-Drama reaction playlist if you're interested, but there's still like 10, 12 tunes to go. I think there's like 26 overall, so maybe I'm through about half of the soundtrack, meaning we have many more to go. Do let me know what you think of this one, and I will see you for the next one. Peace.